hello there. Let's keep your week rolling just right with the right mix of news and conversations. And whether you're catching us online or on TV, hop on and join the chat. I'm Paolo de Rosario.
Hello there, beautiful people. I'm Asis-Carilo. Here's your daily dose of deep dives and good vibes. Welcome to
Beautiful Day. You know what? I feel like we are now very much recovered from what was a very fun Christmas party Monday. And but like as with most Christmas parties, I am mortified by some of the things I've seen online.
Mortified?
Mortified kasi buti lang hindi ako kumanta.
Bakit naman?
Because I didn't realize ma-post pala online yung mga ibang song numbers.
Bakit naman? We sing well, so that's fine.
I don't know. Ayaw ko ma-discover eh.
Ay, wow. Ako gusto ko ma-discover. So next time, tawagin niyo ako to sing on stage.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. But anyway, we are back with a bang because we got a jam-packed show. So jam-packed that we actually have a lot more guests than we didn't realize that we could have, which is a good thing because first off, we have game day with PBA coach Yeng Guiao, fresh off his big win at the not just the basketball court here, but the Supreme Court because he was a big part of a decision right now for PAGCOR and PCSO to continue to remit money, or rather remit in full money owed to the Philippine Sports Commission. So it's a big deal, and we'll find out more about that later on.
And also for the hangout later, we will be speaking with Mark Anicas of FTTM, the viral meme page. So we'll learn more about the recent cyber attack thing that happened over the weekend and more about FTTM. So that happens later at the hangout. And Love Hacks, of course, will be happening with dating coach V as she answers netizens' questions about love, relationship, heartaches, and anything under the sun. So join us for our question and answer edition of Love Hacks later on.
Yes, and of course, we love having Coach V on and nagva-viral palagi. Yung mga
where's our bowl? Hindi
quotes
tayo
niya.
nag-teaser.
We'll get the bowl later on, diba? Actually, where is our bowl? But of course, we're gonna find out where it is later on. A bit of a whodunit. But of course, as you mentioned, we are also live wherever online. Where can they find us?
BNCPHL on Facebook and on YouTube. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment sections are already open, so if you want to throw in your questions for Coach V later or for our guests, go ahead and do that right about now. Also include your shout-outs. We want to know where you're watching us from, and we always love saying hi to all of you guys.
Like we mentioned, we have a lot to talk about, and we always start off the show by going on the road. So,
That's
Ann, take
right.
it away.
Let's check the situation in major thoroughfares at this hour. First up, we are going to take a look at EDSA Orense in Makati. There you go, looking very, very busy this morning. Left side are vehicles heading to Pasay City, or is that the right side of your screens? Right side of your screens, vehicles heading to Pasay, looking already busy. Heavy traffic along that stretch. Opposite lane, we got light to moderate traffic over there. This time, let's take a look at EDSA White Plains. On the left side of your screens, we're seeing vehicles heading to Shaw Boulevard. Moderate to heavy traffic on that area. Opposite side, no problem just yet. Right side of your screens are vehicles heading to Cubao. Everything green and go. Now heads up to motorists. The expanded vehicle number coding scheme is in full swing. It is a Wednesday today, right smack in the middle of the week. So vehicles with license plates ending in 5 and 6 should be off the road right about now until 10 a.m. and again later from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it's time to find out today's weather forecast from Paolo on Weather HQ. Take it away, Paolo.
Thank you so much, Anne. Let's take a look at the 3 different weather systems that are shaping our conditions for today. Now, each one of them brings a unique set of changes across the country. We start off first by taking a look at the northeast monsoon or ang hanging amihan. Now, this continues to blow cool, dry winds towards northern and central Luzon. Now, the second thing we have to watch out for is the shear line. Now, the shear line is where the cold air from the north collides with the warm air from the east. Now, this creates unstable conditions over central and southern Luzon. Now, the third thing we have to watch out for are the easterlies. Now, the easterlies continue to push warm and moist air towards the Bicol region and eastern Visayas. Now, this makes the weather feel more humid. Now, we're going to start off first by going up north to northern Luzon. Now, the Amihan is spreading cloudy skies with light rains and occasional thunderstorms, or rather occasional rains over Cagayan Valley and the Cordillera Administrative Region. Now, over the Ilocos region, you can expect partly cloudy skies with light rains, which may come and go throughout the day. The high in Lawag being at 32 degrees Celsius with the low being at 25 degrees Celsius. The coolest part here, though, is over in Benguet. Take a look at that, 17 degrees Celsius over in Benguet. Meanwhile, the shear line is stirring up more active weather. Communities in Aurora, Pampanga, Bulacan, Metro Manila, Rizal, and Quezon should prepare for cloudy skies, scattered rain showers, and isolated thunderstorms, some of which may be sudden and intense. Now, as you can see here, Metro Manila will have a high of 30 degrees Celsius, 27 degrees Celsius being the low. Coming in the office here, actually, it was a bit of wet weather going here, so we'll see whether or not that changes throughout the day. We go down to the Bicol region. The easterlies are bringing warm and humid conditions. You can expect hazy skies and a sticky feel, especially during the midday hours. As we move on over inside to show you the weather conditions over in Legazpi and in Daet. Now, going on to the Visayas, that same flow of warm air will be felt mostly in Biliran, Leyte, and Samar. Temperatures will rise quickly, making the weather feel hot and humid by the late morning. Now, for the rest of Visayas, you can expect generally fair and sunny weather. And of course, however, like most days, expect thunderstorms to develop late in the afternoon or in the early evening. Over in Mindanao, fair weather will prevail for much of the day, but localized thunderstorms may still pop up, especially in inland and mountainous areas. As you can see here, fairly fair weather. Take a look at Malaybalay, Davao, and Marawi. Those are the areas we expect the sun to be shining. Now, as for our sea conditions, no gale warning is in effect, but fisherfolk in Luzon should still be cautious. Moderate to rough seas are expected, with waves possibly reaching 3.1 to 4 meters, enough to create choppy and unstable waters. For marine travelers in the Visayas and Mindanao, it's generally a good day for sailing, with light to moderate seas and more favorable conditions throughout the day. Now, for everyone heading out to sea, always prioritize your safety and check the latest weather and sea forecasts before departure. That is it for Weather HQ at the moment, and back to you.
Thank you, Pao. Now on to our top stories for this morning. A major development in the flood control corruption scandal. So-called flood control queen Sara Diskaya surrenders to the National Bureau of Investigation as an arrest warrant is expected to drop this week. The billionaire contractor faces graft and malversation charges over the nearly 100 million peso ghost flood control project in Davao Occidental. Diskaya's correspondent, her husband's niece, Maria Roma Angeline Rimando, also surrenders at the Pasig City Police Station for the same charges. The Diskaya couple earlier expressed interest to become state witnesses, but the Office of the Ombudsman says there is zero chance due to their deep involvement in the alleged anomalies. So she has surrendered herself to the NBI, and according to her legal counsel, Sara Diskaya is not evading the legal process, and she is ready and prepared to face all the charges against her.
Well, this feels like an eventuality, considering that there was always going to be, a bit of a pursuit. But then it's nice to know that there was not going to be a manhunt, that Sara Diskaya did surrender.
Nag-ready na yung NBI, the PNP. They already ready themselves to look for Sara Diskaya and all the others who are included in the list.
Yes, and personally, it's great that it was just a surrender, because that way, one, resources and time aren't wasted.
Yes.
So we can hopefully see the next step of this saga, especially when it comes to the Diskaya couple, very soon rather than later. So we're going to move on from there.
And in other news, a major push for political reform. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. directs Congress to take a closer look and fast-track the anti-dynasty bill, along with 3 other priority measures.
In a LEDAC meeting this morning, the President also instructed both houses to take a closer look at the 4 bills and prioritize the passage as soon as possible. Present during the LEDAC were Senate President Vicente Soto III, House Speaker Faustino D. III, and Majority Leader Sandro Marcos, and other congressional leaders.
The other priority bills include the Independent People's Commission Act, the Party List System Reform Act, and the Citizens Access and Disclosure of Expenditures for National Accountability or Cadena Act to strengthen transparency and accountability in public spending. The Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council also finalizes timelines for passing the 2026 national budget.
I remember seeing the list of the priority bills here of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. And there were a lot of comments saying
Yes.
that when he was elected, or at least those who were in opposition of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. during the elections, they said that they did not expect these to be the priority bills of PBBM. And it is a pleasant surprise for at least his detractors during the elections. But whether or not these bills will be passed soon, considering some of them have been very controversial in the past, or at
Yes.
least hard to pass in general, it remains to be seen.
Some are saying that ano lang ito parang like something to please or appease the public, but we will see what happens, and hopefully these bills get passed within the 20th Congress. Kasi yung anti-dynasty bill na yan, that has been there forever.
It's been
diba?
there for as long as a dynasty.
Actually ngayon, there are different versions of the anti-dynasty
Yeah.
bill that is being passed. So magkaano sila, they will come up with one final anti-dynasty bill, and hopefully we will see that being passed within the 20th Congress, within our lifetime, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Sana long life din tayo, diba? But let's move on here
Yes.
because we're going to take a look at world news. Now, in world news, the border clashes between Thailand and Cambodia continues. Now, according to the Thailand Defense Ministry, they are hitting military targets to weaken Cambodia's military power. Meanwhile, they are accusing Cambodia of targeting their civilian population to cause chaos. Both sides are blaming each other for starting this latest conflict, taking place around several border provinces. And we're actually seeing this in effect and in the Southeast Asian Games, because the games are being held in Thailand. Cambodia is one of the nations who are part of the Southeast
Oh.
Asian Games.
So what's gonna
There's
happen?
actually a limit on the number of Cambodian athletes allowed there, so they've actually pulled out of multiple events to be able to pick which ones to prioritize. So, and it's really interesting because there's an added flavor in the games between the two. So we're going to find out. Actually, I don't know the complete details of how the Cambodian delegation is doing in the Southeast Asian Games, or whether or not they will be competitive, or if at the end of the day, kung may magpupull out rin eh. So we'll find out and see what happens, because it's SEA Games in particular is supposed to be about building friendship and relationships, and
Right.
hopefully that could actually help address this soon. But from that point, let's move on to some tea.
Here we go with our first cup of tea. No publicity stunt here. Pamela Anderson says it was all real. In a new interview with People magazine, the 58-year-old actress sheds light on her brief summer romance with co-star Liam Neeson after filming The Naked Gun. They had a cozy, quote, lost week at Neeson's upstate New York home, complete with dinner dates where he jokingly introduced her as future Mrs. Neeson. But before you start drafting wedding invites, Anderson says they're better off as friends. Still, she says he is a supporter of her evolving career, and she expects they will always have a place in each other's lives. So critics were saying that all that romantic thing that was going on between Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson, it was just a publicity stunt for the movie. And I remember a few months back, I think September yon, Pamela Anderson released a statement during an interview, and she said it was not a publicity stunt, and she doesn't actually feed into those PR stunts. So now she came up with another interview for People magazine saying that they, after shooting, nag-spend pala sila ng romantic time
Lost
together.
week.
A lost week.
Look, Liam, all right? You can just message, all right? You can just message Mr. Neeson, right? Because it says here, jokingly introduced her as future
Mrs. Neeson, right?
Pero sabi ni Pamela Anderson, oh, we're just friends. You know what? Na-friend zone si Boy, right? Na-friend zone si Liam. Liam, I feel you, my guy. You know what? Yeah.
Friend So,
feel you.
bigla, malay mo naman, they want to take things slow.
Bakit? Baguio ba to?
Relation, hindi. Iba yung going
okay.
to Baguio as friends yun. Iba yun.
Okay. Kaya as friends rin, na friend zone. They could go to Baguio as friends.
Minsan, it's nice to take your time and see where it goes from there, di ba? Imbis na yung bigla-biglang pupunta agad as friends sa Baguio, mahirap
Future Mrs.
yun.
Nison nga, tapos sabi ni Pamela, hindi, friends ang kami. My gosh. Okay, let's move on. Sakit nun.
Parang meron kang pinaguhugutan yan.
Hindi. Kasi yung next band that we're talking about, maraming hugot.
Yes.
Oo.
Next cup of tea, a lucky fan in Cebu got a surprise duet with Secondhand Serenade. American rock musician John Vesley says he was just out to eat when he heard someone singing one of his songs, Fall For You. In the video, he approached the Filipina fan and started singing with her, and she became ecstatic. John is in the Philippines for his Awake tour, set to perform in Davao tomorrow night, December 11, and then right here in Quezon City on the 12th and 14th.
And don't make me change my mind, but I won't live to see another day. I swear it's true, because a girl like you is impossible. Second serenade in the
Ang
So
galing.
cute! Nakakakilig naman talaga yon.
Can you imagine? You're just singing out
Yeah.
there, tapos biglang lumapat yung banda.
Right? And you had
It's
no
so
idea that they
good.
were there. The
It's so
universe
good.
is working for that girl. Girl, so lucky.
Grabe. Like it's a impromptu duet. And it's so
Yeah.
great though that they are feeding into yung stereotype na ang magaling yung mga Pinoy kumanta in general.
It's true though.
Diba? It's true. It's so true. My
But teka, they will be
goodness.
in Quezon City daw, 12th and 14th. Baka pwede mag-guest on the show.
No.
Parinig
You
na
start
naman.
singing outside muna. Sa labas muna ng BNC. Kanta ka muna
Alam
sa
mo, I
Second
should
Serenade.
start doing that, no?
Oo.
Mag-busker kaya ako and then go to, tapos,
Mag Ariana Grande ka until Ariana Grande comes out and
I'll
joins
sing
you.
different songs tapos kung sino mang artist. I'll start with local songs muna para, they can...
Fair.
To get their attention.
All right,
and
fair,
that's our
fair.
tea for this morning.
Now we're going to move on to sports because football legend Lionel Messi becomes the first back-to-back MVP of the Major League Soccer. This is the latest accolade for the 38-year-old, 8-time Ballon d'Or winner as he finished the playoffs with a single postseason record of 6 goals and 9 assists, registering at least 1 goal or an assist in all 6 of Miami's playoffs, easily posting a record for goal contributions in one season for the MLS. With 29 goals and 19 assists, Messi was just 1 goal contribution shy of the league record set by Los Angeles FC legend Carlos Vela back in 2019. Now, still on sports, basketball coach Yeng Guiao may have secured the biggest win of his career at the Supreme Court. After almost a decade-long battle, he's recovered 33 billion pesos in funding for the Philippine Sports Commission. Coach Guiao tells us all about his historic victory on game day. Beautiful day, Coach Yeng. Thank you so much for waking up and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Pao, and Ann. Good morning sa lahat ng mga nakikinig.
Good morning, Coach Yang. This is such a big win for sports. 33 billion pesos win. Actually, that is really big. You started this fight back in 2016 when you submitted the petition to the Supreme Court. How does it feel now that you have finally won?
Feels great. Actually, it feels great for Philippine sports. This is a victory for all our athletes, for our youth, for the Filipino people in general. So it's for all of us. It's not just elite athletes who are going to be benefiting from this Supreme Court ruling. So I'd like to thank the Supreme Court, especially si Justice Marvic Leonen, who was the ponente of this decision. It took almost 10 years from the filing of the petition. Last year we got a decision, and then what happened was the PAGCOR, the PCSO, and the Office of the President filed an MR, which is a motion for reconsideration. And then it took another almost 1 year, no, for that motion for reconsideration to be decided with finality. So tapos na, no, tapos na yung laban natin with finality na. That means we can already benefit, no, or the PSC, which is the main benefactor of this ruling, should be able to get that funding. No, it's not just 33 billion which you mentioned. Their yearly or their monthly remittance from the PSC and the PCSO will double. No, so we're doubling our funding for sports every year. No? So mangyayari dyan, meron kang doubling of your regular funding, no? And then meron ka pang sisingilin na more than 30 billion. Our estimate is it's more than 30 billion. It could be 33 billion or more. No, because there hasn't been really a parang an accurate or a definite number that has been established.
Yes,
but
sir.
It should be more than 30 billion.
Yeah.
So we're very happy for Philippine sports in general. And babalita ako na rin, no, nagkaroon ng ripple effect ito, no?
Yes.
Nagkaroon ng ripple effect itong Supreme Court ruling. Our decision also became Philippine jurisprudence, no? Ang nangyari, yung decision natin was also made an argument for the PhilHealth. Kung natanda nyo recently, no, the PhilHealth decision, the Supreme Court also instructed the Philippine government to return the 60 billion, which it took away from the PhilHealth Fund to reallocate to different programs. No? So the same principle was used. Our case was cited in that case, in that decision, na sinabi nila na if the funding of a certain institution or body that by law is stated specifically in that law, it cannot be used, no, for any other purpose.
Yes.
No? So na-cite yung na-cite doon sa Supreme Court ruling yung case natin as basis, no, para isole yung pondo ng PhilHealth, no, doon para sa PhilHealth talaga.
Yes.
So
Coach,
it opened the door for different cases also. It's not just the benefit. It encompasses more than Philippine sports.
yes.
Maraming naapektuhan dito na positively.
Yeah, Coach, just wanted to clarify yung number that we mentioned a while ago, yung 33 billion, was actually mentioned by si PSC Chair Pato Gregorio during the press conference simply because that was yung initial estimate. Pero tama ka nga, Coach, that is only a part of it because that's not even considering the amount of remittances they will be receiving from a year-on basis, as you mentioned, Coach. And tama ka nga, Coach, that it has been used in the PhilHealth ruling to be able to return yung funding nila. And one of the things included in that ruling is that you cannot go below the percentage as legislated by the law, especially when it came to the PSC, na yung percentage na kailangan na ibigay ng PCSO and PAGCOR has to be that particular percentage. So moving on from that, yung tanong ko dito, was it harder to win this case or winning a PBA championship? Kasi talagang you're a competitive person, Coach, and a lot of people are curious and wondering about bakit ka mag-isa dito. You were the lone proponent here almost, and siguro there was a bit of surprise that you didn't get enough support back in 2016.
Yes, it was a lonely battle actually. It's really more difficult than winning a PBA title, no? And it's 10 years in the making. First, I'd like to mention yung attorney natin, no, who worked very hard, no, and I could not afford to pay him. That's why it had to be pro bono. No? Si Attorney June Guzman, who filed all the motions, argued our case, no, waited for that 10 years, and ano no, emotionally draining through the through the process. At the same time, nung final natin to, I was hoping there would be some other people, lawmakers or personalities who could add to the to the petition, their names. Tingin ko kasi kung ako lang mag-isa, sino ba naman si Yeng Guiao, lalabanan mo yung PAGCOR, yung PCSO, yung Office of the President. Suntok sa buwan, no? Suntok sa buwan talaga. And na-chambahan natin actually thanks to the Supreme Court. And our purpose then was just doing the right thing. No? Just do the right thing. Let's find a way to rectify, yung batas na yun. And the best way we could do then was to go to the Supreme Court. Kasi nangyari to 1993.
Yes. Actually, Coach, sorry, don't mean to interrupt you, Coach, because that actually brings a great question that Anne really wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned yung 1993, Coach, that's when I believe initially the percentage was actually set when it comes to yung kailangan i-remit ng PCSO and ng PAGCOR. But Anne,
I wanted to ask Coach Yeng, bakit nga ba the PCSO and PAGCOR, they weren't paying the proper remittance to the PSC for about 20 years?
More than 30 years na actually. So ang nangyari niyan, the Philippine Sports Commission was created in 1990. There was a law that created the Philippine Sports Commission in 1990, and within that law, it also stated that 5% of PAGCOR revenues, gross revenues, should be remitted automatically to the Philippine Sports Commission. And also 30% of sweepstakes of 6 sweepstake draws every year, 30% of the gross revenues of 30% of PCSO draws 6 every year should also be remitted to the Philippine Sports Commission. In 1993, President Ramos, through an executive order, instructed the PAGCOR to remit half of the 5% to the Office of the President. Kasi noon meron tayong energy crisis.
yeah.
We had an energy crisis. They were scrounging for funds so they can look for ways to solve the problem of energy, and one of the fund sources na nakita nila was yung sports funds natin, yung galing sa PAGCOR.
Yeah.
Actually it was more than half, ang nare-receive ng ngayon PSC is only 2.2%. Kung half yan, 2.5 So
Tama.
it was only 2.2%. It's not even gross. It's net.
Yeah.
So it could be receiving more, dun sa computation. So what happened was, from the presidency of President Ramos all the way to the present, they never gave that money back to Philippine sports. Parang hiniram nila noon dahil may problema nga tayo with energy. But every president that took over never returned that money to the Philippine Sports Commission. And nobody wanted to force the issue. Walang gustong lumapit or walang gustong magreklamo na, hey, Office of the President, PAGCOR, PCSO, the energy crisis is over. So kailangan this money should go back to where it should be, which is Philippine sports. For all of those 33 years, nobody wanted to uh, push, no, that action.
Yeah.
So napilitan tayo kahit na mag-isa tayo. No, I thought there would be some people who would join me, but nonetheless, sabi ko kahit ako na lang with our lawyer, kung wala talaga, because nobody wanted to go against the office of the president.
Yes.
Nobody wanted to go against PAGCOR and PCSO.
Yes, and coach, to be fair, no one wants to go against you either. But at the same time, coach, I really wish we had more time to discuss this kasi grabe talaga. It's such a big win. For me personally, coach, bigger than any Grand Slam that you could ever win. Because again, legacy building nga yung case na to, especially when it comes to Philippine sports, and considering na sinasabi nga natin golden age ng Philippine sports, diba? Especially since the Tokyo Olympics, and we've been growing from strength to strength. This is going to be a big boost to try and sustain that and even grow further. So I just want to say, coach, congratulations, and on behalf as a sports person, thank you very much for yung fight na yon. But of course, Anne has this final question to ask you, coach.
Yes, coach, our show is called Beautiful Day. So what makes your day beautiful?
Well, it's beautiful because it will now benefit everybody, no, not just the elite athletes. All our sports facilities could be well taken care of. We can build our regional training centers. Our athletes' nutrition will no longer be cup noodles. Our coaches will be the best coaches all over the world. They can hire the best coaches all over the world. So we can increase the allowances of our athletes. The sporting facilities we build all over can be used by our citizens, where they can jog, where they can walk, where they can swim. They can jog without the fear of getting run over by vehicles or breathing bad air. So this is for the benefit of everybody, and we should be vigilant. Let's make sure that the money is used for good purpose.
Yes.
So, wag
Yes.
natin pabayaan. Sabi ko nga, no, let us not allow the dreams of our youth be stolen. No? And we have this resource already with us.
Coach Yeng, maraming salamat. Can't wait to see you in the PBA. And again, thank you for the work here. And thank you so much for waking up this early. Maraming salamat, Coach.
Thank you, Paolo. Thank you, Anne.
And up next, we are talking to FTTM Media Director Mark Anicas to reveal the secret behind the viral memes that keep his 4.8 million followers scrolling. Stay tuned. Beautiful day. We'll be right back. Hi there, welcome back to Beautiful Day. Ever wonder who's behind your favorite memes? Today, we sit down with FTTM, Follow the Trend Movement, the page that has been making netizens laugh at everything from viral trends to political satire. With over 4.8 million followers on Facebook, how does FTTM keep scrolling fun? Media Director Mark Anicas answers that and more on The Hangout. Beautiful day to you, Mark. Welcome to the show. It's
Morning,
great to
yeah.
finally meet you.
I know, like, finally, diba? Kasi dami na eh. I mean, we've been invited here before, but well, the busy schedule.
Oo
din
nga,
natin.
di mo kami pinapansin dati.
Grabe, pero
Buti
no.
na lang.
Pero na-mention natin on air dati, kaya nandito na siya.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that actually. Pero nice to be finally here, Paolo. Nice to see you.
Yeah. It's nice to have a face reveal dito ng FTTM.
Oo, diba?
Actually, this is
Name
the
and
first
face
media appearance of FTTM.
Oh my gosh, we feel so honored. Thank you. Buti na lang pala, nag-message ako dun sa nag-comment ako dun sa repost mo
Buti na
dun
lang.
sa interview namin with Attorney Jess.
Yeah, kasi sinabi na ako ng staff ko, sabi, sir, nag-comment ang si Miss Anne. Sabi ko, okay, sige, ako na magre-reply para naman mas personal yung reply
Okay.
natin. no?
Thank you
Perfect.
very much for being here. Well, speaking of that interview, the clip of the interview that you reposted on FTTM, we were talking about that cyber attack that happened over the weekend, and you were included there. So it's BNC, Attorney Jess Falsis, Rappler, and FTTM. Ano sa tingin mo yung, a pop culture page like yours, bakit nasama into that?
Well, that actually surprises us kasi ano lang naman kami. Hindi naman lang, pero I mean, it's a pop culture
Of
page.
course,
But looking at the pages affected by this takedown by this Sebastian guy, we all have something in common. We speak the truth and we push for the truth. So I guess that's what they fear, the truth that's being delivered to the masses. So. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this, but I guess I take that as a compliment, Sebastian.
Actually,
you've included us alongside rapper.
Yeah. Yun din na sinabi ni Attorney Jess, right? He actually feels flattered that
Right.
his page was included in that list. But do you feel like there's a particular post
No,
that was targeted?
yeah,
Kasi
walang
nakasabi
specific.
trademark
Trademark infringement.
Oh,
yeah.
infringement.
The thing about the report that was, I mean, the notice that was given to us was, it was a trademark infringement of pep.ph. So the pep.ph logo was actually in there. Pero we've never posted pep. Siguro for some time we would reference them in the news bites that we publish every day, but that's all about it. We did not infringe the trademark of pep.ph, and more importantly, this Sebastian guy is not in authority to be representing PEP because PEP is obviously owned by Summit Media. So that's still a question to us, which Meta hopefully will be providing us the answer to. So,
Yeah.
hopefully,
We take a look at yung content ninyo because it is vocal. You're vocal. You're not afraid to say what you have in mind sa social commentary kayo in a way that siguro not a lot of people would take favorably kasi minsan may mga balat sibuyas dyan in a certain way, right? And
Yes.
that's all we're going to say about that. But does this experience actually siguro, does it affect the way that you will produce your content moving forward, or na-embolden ba kayo?
No. Actually, we've been emboldened. Parang mas na-motivate nga kami to keep publishing all this stuff that we've been posting. And even in the way that we post things, we create our content, nothing has changed. In fact, parang mas nag-double down kami talaga. There are just some instructions. I mean, kasi we have like a checklist. There have been some items that were included, pero for what was existing before, yun talaga.
Yeah.
And I mean, the people who are following us expect us to keep doing what we do.
Yeah.
So,
And I think the more that people try to silence you, the more that you feel that stronger drive to really bring your message out there,
tama.
diba?
Ay, parang raise and effect lang yan. The more you hide something, the more, I mean, once gets out there, the more it must be here. So,
And publicity like this, syempre, will gather more followers for you, diba? Parang, oy, teka lang, ano tong FTTM? Oy, wait, follow natin yan.
yeah.
But let's talk about how everything started. FTTM, alam ko before, it was not follow the trend. It was Filipino tweets that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in 2017. So how did everything start, and what was the spark that led you to start FTTM?
Okay, para maikli lang yung kwento. I mean, it started January of 2017, and it was created because, I mean, the 2016 elections was fresh at that time, and people were bantering left and right, back and forth, including myself.
Okay, syempre.
and I felt like people were already too serious. Not that I have something against it, but I mean, I just thought that people would need something like an icebreaker.
Okay.
So hence Filipino tweets that matter. I mean, FTTM point one basically was introduced. So and then it was surprising to me because after like a month, we've reached I've reached a milestone of like 1 million followers at the time because it was just me. And but along the way we've had some issues like copyright kasi what we've been posting at the time were just tweets basically, which are cross-posted from now X to FTTM. So hence the rebranding of Follow the Trend movement. Actually 2018 pa na-introduce yung Follow the Trending movement, but 2024 was the year when we actually pushed for the Follow the Trend movement brand. So yeah, basically that. I thought people needed an icebreaker, and I think really people did naman. I mean, the purpose of FTTM was served. So
and and also because they changed the name to Twitter, I don't think FTXM would work.
Parang iba.
FXTM.
Medyo parang pang adult.
Filipino X that
Follow the
matter.
X.
Filipino XS that matter. Parang iba ata yun eh.
para ibang X na yun.
Or
Ibang
follow the X. Follow your X.
Oh my God.
Iba.
Follow your X movement. Sana naman
Pang
hindi.
lapas yan.
Did you follow your ex, Paolo?
Yeah, no, I don't. So, na-block na ako eh. No. So, we're gonna move.
Putting you on the spot right
Let's
there.
move on, okay? Let's move on. I don't want to end up on FTTM. Okay, so 4.8. Oh my gosh. The fear is real. Okay, so 4.8 million.
Perfect question.
4.8 million followers. And I remember that time, 2016. It's a very interesting time kasi dyan nagsimula yung winning political campaigns via social media.
Right.
It's been shown in many studies back in the day that the Duterte campaign in particular, President Rodrigo Duterte, did very well in terms of social media campaigning. And that became a big deal. You came in to the picture during one of the most toxic eras
It is.
of political conversation. I say toxic eras kasi talaga nag-aaway yung mga tao online.
True.
Not saying one side was worse than the other, but more that the debates they tore families apart almost.
Oh my gosh, that is so true.
Diba?
is true, yeah.
So when we take a look at the fact that it decided to inject humor in it, when did it become a thing wherein you now have to hire staff? Now that you have to become an actual organization. Kasi it's so easy to get 1 million followers of a hobby and making fun of people. Pero you mentioned a while ago, may staff na siya, may team na siya.
Yeah, well, kailangan kasi, I mean, along the way, there was a need of like hiring people, kasi alongside the content that we've been doing, that I've been doing at that time, parang there were some partnership on the side already. So yung business side of it was coming in. But it was really not a priority. So when did it take off? When did I feel like it's taking off? After a month, actually, when it reached a potential business along the side, and that's when I knew, okay, this is something else, But again, like what I said earlier, hindi siya priority. But syempre, kung the bigger a platform is becoming, people would expect more from you. So we would definitely need some more brains and fresh minds para hindi lang isa yung tono. We need variety of the content, especially when I rebranded it to Follow the Trend movement. It's not basically just tweets. So it required original content, different angles of the way we put things online. So that's when I knew, okay, I need a variety of angles, tonality, while maintaining the brand of FTTM.
And iba talaga yung angles ng FTTM, and people don't just check out your page for laughs, but they also check for news as well. Ako nga, I always check your minutes. Yung FTT minutes. Every day, I always check that. Tapos nire-repost ko yun. So why do you think it's super important for FTTM to keep everyone updated on these relevant issues?
Well, I think first of all, it's our it's everyone's responsibility to know what's going on with the country, especially in this political climate that we have, and yeah, with the minutes kasi parang that started with the flood control mess hearing
Yes.
September 1, and di ba parang dami kasing nangyari September 1, dami nagugulan na yung mga tao. So even us inside, I mean internally, parang sabi ni parang alin dito yung gagawin natin na content kasi litong-lito na rin kami.
Kasi
Parang
ang dami,
parang
diba?
merong
Yeah.
sa Senado na after, meron sa
Yeah.
Kongreso. So ay sa House. So yun, sabi ko, okay, why can't we just make like a wrap up? I mean, and people liked it. And that's when I knew, okay, maybe this is now the real purpose of FTTM. I mean, alongside giving entertainment. So, yun, it's very important for people to know kasi, I mean, it's important for us to keep people updated.
Yeah.
Because people expect us to do so, especially now.
Yeah.
Parang kapag wala kang gano'n, parang, asan na yung minutes natin? Yeah, so, but minutes basically is a special section.
Binibilang nga nila since nag-start yung flood
Right.
control, right?
Oo,
How
kasi-
many days? Yun ang number one
Right, number
Yeah.
one yun. Then the
Yes.
second is yung to Christmas and days. Kasi parang that makes people think na ano
Right.
na bang nangyari. That makes people ask what's happening. Ano na Philippines. So it's been like 99 days actually today. So going 100 tomorrow since the first day of flood control hearing. So that basically is the purpose of FTTM.
Grabe, no?
Ay, 100 days.
Nilalangaw
Happy
talaga
100.
yung oras, no?
Hindi na lang Paskong binibilang natin
Hindi,
ngayon.
but progress,
Aha.
diba? Dito
Yeah.
sa cases na to.
Yeah, kasi time flies, you
That-
know? But of course,
Time flies and
ah,
people
kasi-
fly.
Yeah.
But
Ayan din,
Hopefully,
diba?
people will fly back home.
Fly back home and not fly anymore.
Yeah.
O ilabas na yung mga
Fly back home and
hold
be
departure
accountable.
orders
Oo,
na yan,
oo.
diba?
Alam mo, Mark, it's so interesting because you talked about the word, you mentioned the word rather responsibility. And there is a shift, or there was a shift rather, na it's not just for laughs anymore.
Yes.
Yung content ninyo. How was that discussion internally? Kasi I'm sure there was going to be a few conversations or maybe uncomfortable conversations with certain
Right.
people as well.
Well, medyo nagkaroon nga ng conversation yan kasi especially with the cases that that were filed against, especially after that. So parang the question was, do we have to keep doing this if there are people actually trying to silence us? So I mean that was the point of discussion. But I basically told everyone, okay, we have to do this kasi it's a big responsibility, but it's a responsibility that we have to do. So hindi siya optional Hindi siya one of the options lang It's the only option for everyone to get informed, you know.
Right.
And our mean of like conveying information basically is most I mean most of the people can understand.
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
how FTTM turn the reality into a more simple thing. So yes, that's what I knew now. Maybe
How do you draw the line between being funny or satire, humor, and responsible commentary, especially when you're dealing with yung really sensitive social, political issues?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, we have a panel of we have a panel of checklist on how to be on the safer side,
Yeah.
especially with the more
Inflammatory.
yeah, yung mga more sensitive stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
kasi those are the things that we have to think twice. Kasi parang kailangan talaga ng time to check the information. Kasi especially again, I mean it's all stemming from the legal challenges that we've had.
Yeah,
You know, I mean
yeah.
we had to be more careful, and we had to take more time to double check on our content if it's verified, if it has basis, if it has grounds. So yeah, how do we draw the line between satire and entertainment? Well, satire and the news or the truth. Well, satire, it's just an injection basically to the truth. You know, I mean, truth will always be there, but it being satire, we technically just add the tonality of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because the thing with satire is that it's funny because it's built on a truth
Yes.
or built on a fact that
Right.
people siguro find almost absurd.
Teka,
But
natawa
of
ko dun
course,
sa naka-leave ka, hinahanap ka pa rin ng client. Baka
Yes.
ano yan, bayad siya kahit naka-leave. Di ba merong mga absent tapos bayad pa rin? Baka ganyan
or
yan.
yung mga work from home pero they're doing it from Boracay, mga ganon.
Actually, that was posted by one of the content producers, and while on work daw, nasa La Union siya. So,
So, ikaw yung kausap nun.
Ikaw pala.
Ikaw yung kausap.
I guess ako yun, or yung ano
Mark
namin.
naman naka-leave, ba't ano mo pa?
Hindi siya naka-official leave.
This was a statement against you. Ano ka ba? All right. But then speaking of, there have been critics that actually have said that using memes or using virality online is part of siguro a network disinformation campaign. That was a quote being used. And your eyes did not roll back, but then your entire body pulled back as soon as I said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
parang ready siya with an answer.
Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, my take on that is, well, I gets ko why critics would say that. Kasi memes can turn narrative into a very simple thing that can be easily understood. But also at the same time, it's worth noting that memes are an expression of regular citizens, and they tend to parang it's a form of alternative communication. I mean, So, but siguro for critics lang siguro na they think that memes could be a part of network disinformation. I just have one thing to say. They're probably not yet following FTTM.
And they should. They should, starting now.
They should.
Yeah.
Kasi at FTTM, I think it's likely to be used to inform people rather than disinformation. But again, I get why it could be easily be used for disinformation campaign.
Yeah.
Kasi minsan ang hirap, lalo na tayo minsan gusto lang natin yung madalian lang eh. So and minsan madalas gusto natin yung natutuwa tayo. So minsan nakakalimutan na natin kung ano yung totoo dahil masaya tayo.
Yeah.
So,
Where do you see, FTTM going in the next maybe 5 years?
Right. I mean, we envision to be one of the content house, the biggest content house in the country. When it comes to entertainment. So that's what we envision. Actually, we have like plans of next year going in expanding our content formats, and we're also putting up sister brands of FTTM, because FTTM basically is like the flagship brand that we have right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and for FTTM itself, we're putting up our website next year to contextualize further our posts, kasi that's what we've learned with all the things that happen, kasi madaling ma-misunderstood.
Yeah.
And actually
True.
the first
So sorry, you're saying your memes are gonna have study guides.
technically yes, for those people. I think, for example, yung minutes namin, kasi while they have sources sa baba, mas madali para sa mga tao na maging informed if we're reading the same
I get you.
article.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and also for meron, what I envision it to be is merong section na kung ano yung mga memes na nangyayari, tapos ma-context siya parang into Philippine. So it's like a dictionary of the Philippine memes. So
that
that's what we're...
that is really exciting.
Yeah.
All right. So
Exciting
that's
times ahead for
that-
FTTM.
No, that seems like a very busy time for you.
Oo.
It will be.
And it's going to be a bigger team, I feel. Yeah.
Hopefully,
All right, Mark,
The-
we have to wrap things up here. We wish we had more time, but Anne has this last question we always ask our guests.
Yes, our show is called Beautiful Day. So what makes your day beautiful?
memes.
So ready for that.
Short and
already.
sweet and concise. Thank you so much for joining us today. FTTM Media Director Mark Anicas. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Ann Paolo.
Grabe yung face reveal niya, no? Sa BNC pa
Oo,
talaga.
di ba? On Beautiful Day, no
Beautiful
less.
day. Really appreciate
Thank
that.
you,
Mark.
Beautiful
Mark.
day, Paolo and Mike.
And you're yourself, bro. All right. Okay, after the break, we'll take a look at the global weather on Weather HQ.
Plus, we got our horoscope with Master Hans Kua. Don't go away. Beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. You're still watching Beautiful Day. This is Weather HQ. Let's take a look at the global weather here, wherein we go to Japan, where a magnitude 7.5 earthquake struck off the Amori late on Monday, December 8, sending shocks across northern Japan and prompting tsunami warnings from Hokkaido to Tohoku. The alerts were lifted earlier on Tuesday. The U.S. Geological Survey reported the quake at magnitude 7.6 hitting at a depth of 53 kilometers. The Japan Meteorological Agency said shaking reached upper 6 on Japan's seismic scale, strong enough to knock people off their feet. Tsunamis up to 3 meters were feared, and waves between 20 to 70 centimeters were observed in some ports. At least 50 people were injured and 90,000 residents were evacuated. Power outages were also reported. No abnormalities were detected at the Tomari nuclear plant, but train services on the Tohoku Shinkansen were temporarily halted. All tsunami warnings have been lifted, but authorities warn the public to stay alert for a possible aftershock or another strong earthquake in the coming week. Now, drone footage from Washington State in the USA shows just how bad the flooding was in Falls City as an atmospheric river soaked the region. The aerial footage shows large areas around the Snoqualmie River completely inundated. Homes partially submerged, farmlands underwater, and several roads turned into raging waterways. The U.S. National Weather Service issued a warning Tuesday morning saying Snoqualmie River will cause major flooding from the town of Snoqualmie downstream through Falls City, inundating most of the farmland in the floodplain, some residential areas, and many roads. Authorities are urging residents to remain alert and avoid travel in flood-affected areas. And that's all for Weather HQ at the moment, and back to you.
Thanks, Pao. Now it's time for us to find out what the stars have in store for us today. Let's hear it from our resident energizer and feng shui master, Hans Kua, in our horoscope of the day. Take it away, Master Hans.
Good morning! Beautiful day with me, Bilyonaryo Master Hans Kua. Ito po ang araw-araw na inaabangang horoscope of the day ngayong araw ng Wednesday, December 10. Simulan natin sa mga pinanganak ng Year of the Rat. Magpahinga kahit 15 minutes lang kapag nade-drain ka kasi hindi ka na rin nagiging productive. Din at 9. Oh, ox ka ba? Overloaded ka na ngayon pero makakaya mo dahil consistent ka. Iwasan lang makisabay sa reklamo ng iba. Yellow at 4. Kay Tiger naman tayo may kasamahan ka na mahilig magpasikat. Deadma lang. Tama siya. Focus ka lang sa sariling performance. Red at 5. Rabbit naman, iwasan ang pagpupuyat dahil sa mga Netflix mo, bukas na ulitin ang mag-binge watching natin. Blue at 2. Dragon ka ba? Medyo sentimental ngayong araw ha. Baka naalala mo si ex na nag-message ulit. Think before you reply. Sa mga may karelasyon na, huwag pairalin ang pride. Silver at 8. Kay Snake naman tayo kung may planong magregalo, piliin ang useful at mga thoughtful kaysa mga trendy. Purple at 3. Kay Horse naman tayo, productive ngayong araw tapusin agad ang mga trabaho para makapag-relax na sa party natin sa weekend. White at 1. Kay Ship naman tayo magtabi ng pangregalo sa sarili. Pero wag labis. Reward, hindi luho. Yellow at 6. Kay Monkey naman tayo magandang araw para i-balance ang online wallet o mga physical cash mo. Green at 7. Rooster ka ba? May intriga tungkol sa'yo. ingatan kasi ang privacy ng relasyon. Singles naman, may taong palaging online tuwing ikaw din ay active. Obvious ba? Red at 5. Kay Dog naman tayo, may taong naiinggit sa success mo. Ignore and stay professional. Blue at 2. Oh, last na tayo kay Year of the Pig. Kumain ng tama, iwas. Sa mga buffet na yan, eat all you can. Gold at 4. Paalala lang, ito po'y patnubay lamang dahil ang tunay na swerte ay nagsisimula sa pagiging totoo. Abangan araw-araw ang horoscope of the day dito lang po sa Beautiful Day with me, Master Hans Kua.
Thank you as always, Master Hans Kua. And we're saying hi to the people joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. We have Tristan Gulay from Facebook saying, good morning.
Oh,
good
healthy
morning
siya.
to you. Oo, naggugulay siya.
Yeah.
Para hindi ka sipunin yung Christmas cold na pinag-usapan natin noong isang araw.
So happy you picked up on that.
Yeah, well, on YouTube, we have Diwata saying hi to us. Michael Angelo Chu says, good morning, Miss Anne and Tito Handsome, Tito Paolo. Wow! Mag-thank you ka na lang.
Thank you po.
We have Marshall over there. We have Chiquito counting down the days till Christmas. And my husband is watching us on YouTube. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Kumaka-honey. Beautiful day, Anne and Pao, my husband says.
All right, and with that,
Thank
we're
you,
going to move
guys.
on because Love Hacks with Dating Coach V is up next as she answers love questions from the netizens. Don't go away. Beautiful Day will be right back. And welcome back. You're still watching Beautiful Day. Now, we pulled together lovesick questions from the netizens, and today, Dating Coach V answers them on Love Hacks.
Love hacks, we got you. No need to be sad.
Beautiful Day, Coach V. And of course, as per usual, we have
day,
our
guys.
bowl full of questions here.
Yes,
Absolutely.
from your followers.
Yes,
so we're
Dee.
going to be answering those questions.
Ooh.
Today, favorite edition of Love Hacks, the Q&A
The
edition.
Q&A,
Yes,
yes.
and we love this because maraming natatamaan, especially online, when we do post this. So I go through it, and it's just so
Di nga
fun
kami
talaga.
nakapag-teaser kanina sa intro di ba?
Oo.
We always practice our love advice.
Your Q&A.
Giving love advice.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, I see that face. Go ahead, read it.
Ano na
This
naman
one
yan,
copy
Pao?
from Copy. How do you know if a man courting you or currently chatting with you is a narcissist?
Well, if they are on narcissists, they take you on a high and they take you on a low, which makes them very addictive. So how does that look like, my love? One day, they're very sweet. They are very present. They're all out on you. The next day, they are somewhere you don't even know where. So it's actually part of the narcissistic's attraction. It's the highs and lows. It's the inconsistency that make the brain very addicted to the person.
Parang may dopamine effect lagi, no? Yung mga narcissists.
You are absolutely
Yeah.
right because our brain craves for the reward system. So even if they're already rude to you, you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm just gonna wait until they're nice again." That's what makes it really addictive.
Nako, ladies, you gotta learn your lesson, girl.
Yeah,
How
so
do you break that cycle, though?
well, the way to break that cycle is to not get together with a narcissistic person.
Oh, stay away.
Stay away because they're just
Ikaw na lumayo.
maliligaw. Yeah. So the key here is consistency. If they're not consistent with their emotions, when they're not consistent with their effort and time, that means they may be, just playing around.
Sakit nun?
Sakit, nasaktan ka pa.
Hindi naman.
Hindi nga yung
I'm okay.
expression mo parang why that expression when reading
It just
the
makes
question?
sense. It makes sense.
Okay,
Oo.
sige. From R. Ebrica Fort, what do you expect from love that you have never received?
Personal question ata to, Coach V.
A personal question from who?
Huh?
Ayun.
Love that you have never
Yes.
received. What do you expect?
Yeah, probably This question
Ano
is
to,
coming
unrequited? Ganon?
this is coming from from a person who haven't had a relationship, had a boyfriend or girlfriend in the past.
Okay.
But then, well, if you haven't received love, my love, my question would be, will you be okay, going through this lifetime not falling in love? If not, then this is the time to change your approach. Because Einstein said, if you keep on doing the same things over and over again, and you keep on getting the same result, that is basically stupidity, right? So change your approach. If you have been overprotective, relax a little bit about your heart. If you have been super duper giving away your heart, then maybe it's time to put on boundaries. So experiment, because life is an experiment.
And love is an experiment
Yes.
too. You just
Tama
have to,
ka.
diba? You have to keep on experiencing it and learning the lessons,
Trial
diba?
and error ng konti.
Trial and error. That's
Kaya-
so true.
Kaya nga, as a matchmaker, even if we've been studying love for 12 years, we really couldn't put it like 100% sure, because there's no perfect formula for love.
Yeah.
Because there's still the big part of which is, it is indeed a mystery for a lot of us.
So this is interesting. This one's from Hayden. What are the best, quote, girl investments that you've made in your 20s? Like laser, Botox, ganon.
So that person is asking Coach
Asking
V?
me.
I don't know, actually asking you, or what is the
Yes.
best siguro that you can do also?
Best in-
Parang recommendations for someone in your 20s. In
Yeah.
their 20s. Okay.
Grabe yung 20s. No?
Kailangan 20s talaga. Ba't hindi
Oo.
30s, 40s?
We'll go by decade muna. Then
Kaya
we'll make
nga.
our way up to
20s.
Anne's decade. Pero medyo matagal pa yun eh. So,
Kasi
we'll
my
start
love,
with 20s.
If she's asking me personally, on my 20s, I didn't have much investment because I was just starting to build my career. We were so tipid.
Wala pa tayong pera nung
Wala pa
20s
masyadong
tayo.
money,
Paano tayo
eh.
mag-i-invest?
But
Yeah.
I feel like the best investment that I ever had during my 20s is expanding my network, in a sense na if you have an opportunity to have a vacation or work or intern like overseas, go do that. Because when you go overseas, you get to see na there's a bigger world out there pala. Then from a scarcity mindset, you go like, whoa, all right. Kung hindi man ako magka-love life sa Pilipinas, pwede akong magka-love life abroad. So that's one, yeah. But I think on my 30s, that's really where like the self-care really comes in. Because again, a big part of that is we could already afford my konting my konting investment na. So I wish I had worked out earlier in my life, no? Because I just started really working out almost every day on my late 20s. And then second is do not be afraid to use technology to self-improve. Before, I always want organic. But my love, we could work out for 10 years of our life and still not lose that baby fat on our face. And then I tried this like one clinic. I went there once, twice. Numipis. So explore and be curious about the recent technology, because I mean, if it's not against your principle, harness the technology, it's gonna 10x you. That's just what I'm gonna say.
And, ain't no shame in it. Yeah, diba? Kasi people sometimes say na, ay, gawa lang yan. But there's nothing wrong with that, actually. Diba? Kasi
Yes.
yun, ganun ang technology now eh.
Correct. And it really
Yeah.
depends upon your purpose. Are you doing it for vanity, or are you doing it for your for a purpose, which is career or love life? Because I'm telling you, my love, some of the girls that I've met, when they leveled up their looks, the quality of man that they attracted leveled up as well.
Ooh.
So just saying.
Okay, so next question coming from Luzelle. Need po ba maging submissive girlfriend ka kung live-in partner kayo at wala pa kayong anak? Submissive girlfriend.
The question is, does your man deserve a submissive woman? Can your man lead? Can your man take care of you? Because the women who become submissive, it's not forced. They naturally surrender because they feel safe to follow the man's lead. So the question is, can your man lead you? Because if your man can lead you and shows you naman that he could take care of you, submit all you can so you can relax, remove all the cortisol, and just be a baby girl.
Remove all the cortisol. I love that.
Parang dali, no?
Pero hindi, kasi parang automatic na nga yun eh. If you see your partner as a leader, diba? Someone who can steer you to the right direction, then why not, diba?
Tsaka,
Go
my love,
captain.
there's
Captain,
this-
my captain.
Steer you in the right direction, hindi yung itimpla.
Hindi
natimpla.
stir. Oh,
Oh,
my
hindi
God,
stir.
iba yung stir, iba yung steer. Ay, nako.
Pao and may I just add na, diba, there are leaders that we respect, not because they are bossy or they tell us to follow them, but we respect them because we know they take care of us.
Yes.
Even in bosses, even in, even in family. If somebody takes care of us, we are likely to follow them.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so this is coming from Maria. What do you call a guy who's interested to talk to you when you are there in person but leaves you on red when it comes on chat?
That means he was just being polite to you. He's not really interested.
Bakit ka ba ayaw makipag-chat? Yun ang tanong.
But yeah, actually,
Nahihiya lang siya sa'yo kapag kaharap ka niya, kaya nice
Being
siya.
polite, oo nga.
so if the person doesn't reply online,
You are
or
not important to them.
Ay, ganun ba?
I mean, even if I have 150 messages, I always make sure I reply to the people that I care the most. So,
You know what? That's true.
reply na nga ako sa mga tao. Wait
Ayan.
lang, yan ba yung...
Wow! Alam mo, snob talaga itong si Paolo de Rosario pagka minessage niyo siya mga 1 week later.
One
Hindi
week
Bago
naman.
bago
Kasi
Ayan.
it's funny because yeah, I don't reply sa mga group
Ay,
chat.
see?
I don't
There you go!
Ayan.
That's already an admission from you.
lagot ka pa after
Okay.
this
Gosh.
episode.
So,
Mga group chat lang naman.
kasi hindi naman din yun, hindi naman yun like a partner thing. Friends
Oo, ang
lang
hirap.
naman, diba?
Ikaw ba, pag nagme-message ka kay Pao, mga ilang oras bago mag-reply?
Ay, hindi. Nagre-reply naman siya.
Ayan, ibig sabihin, the partner matters.
Yeah, nagre-reply naman sa akin.
Very good.
Give me like an hour.
This is Alex, Dubai resident here, 31F. How do I meet an AFAM organically here? Advice, please.
Oh, baby, is that a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard that Dubai is one of the best places to date now because if you meet locals, I've heard that they are, they lead and they provide. But again, Dubai is not my area of expertise. But let me just tell you, by the end of the day, whether they're from Dubai, America, or Philippines, if you study how a man brains work, you will understand that a man will only take care of you, provide for you, if you also lead them. So what you do is when you go on a date, whether that's a Filipino or a fam, show them that you are a woman who is agreeable. Ibig sabihin, do not be a very loud, chaotic woman. So bring peace in a man's life and they will fall in love with you. That's just what I'm gonna say.
Don't be a
Oh,
loud,
we are down to
chaotic.
the last three, no?
Last three, tapusin na natin to.
Ayan, tapusin na natin
Okay,
to.
sige.
Love hacks.
Tawa ako sa don't be... Ano yan?
Don't
Be a loud, chaotic woman.
Woman.
Grabe.
Kailan pa, bebe?
Yeah, or at least not chaotic.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because every day I talk to my clients coming from different parts of the world, and this is what they ask us. Oh, I want a woman who brings peace, who feels like home. Never may nagsabi sa aking client na, Vanessa, find me somebody who's like a tornado who's gonna ruin my life.
Wow, that makes sense. All right, this is a personal question for Coach V. How's your love life? According to LC. Yeah.
Ay talaga, ay nako. Okay, signing off.
Oh,
May love kayo talaga. Love life ni Coach V. Well, my love life is love lifing. That's just what I'm gonna say.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. Wait, kasi my last... wait, let me choose
Ala,
kung anong
last
last
two na
What's
question.
a good last
love.
question?
Ito na lang last. Ito
Okay.
kasi lang asking Coach V, single or taken?
Coach, anon ba yan? Bakit parang nahuli lahat ng mga
Nga eh.
personal?
That was at the bottom of the bowl, by the way. Ayun. So it's her love life is love lifing. Yun na lang.
Oh, yun na lang.
Okay, sige.
The
Alright,
dating
last
coach
one.
is
Last
dating.
one.
Oh,
The
yun.
dating coach is dating. Oh, that's cute. Lynn says, I know it's divine timing, but how do I shoot my shot on IG as a shy girl?
Baby girl, didn't we teach you in the last episode that don't slide into their DMs? Just send a lot of hearts, because if a man noticed that and if they're not interested in you, they're the one who's gonna slide into your DMs. So
like ka lang ng like.
yes.
Wait, my question is kasi there's this other papansin na you go through their feed and you like multiple posts.
Yun nga.
No. I mean like sometimes you can
May
like as it
ganon.
comes up or you can go back to the last 5 and then
Yung
like...
parang stalking.
Parang, slight.
Oo, di ba?
Yung parang mga post mo 5 years ago on Instagram,
everyone
nilalike
oh
niya
my
pa.
gosh!
Pero yan yung biggest nightmare ko when you're stalking someone.
Same!
And then you like something
Same!
7 years ago.
Oo,
Mga
when I
ganun.
look at, tinitignan ko lang naman yung picture, tapos accidentally, biglang double click na
Na
pala yun.
double.
You can't undo it.
Kasi kapag sa Facebook, okay lang kasi minsan yung mga old post talaga nag-appear.
Yeah.
Pero sa Instagram,
You have
halatang
to
halata
scroll.
na
Yeah.
nag-backtrack ka. But anyway, my love, for those women who want to take their shot, baka matagal na kayo masyadong very protective of your heart or like being super duper pabebe. You can also do this. Once they post a story, which is a recent post, and that resonated with you, or you can say something like, oh, that's my favorite too. Or you could say, because common ground is such a strong thing in dating and attraction.
yeah.
We tend to choose somebody that is like us. You know, so find a lot of common ground and just be cognizant that if nakasampung common ground ka na sa stories nila at hindi nag-reply, ibig sabihin, girl, that's not your husband. Find somebody else.
That is true.
Or
That
baka
is
naman
true.
naka-private ka pala tapos hindi makasend the DM.
Nasa message
Make sure that
request.
you're not on private so they can send you a
Actually,
direct
oo.
message, di ba?
Oo.
Tama naman si
I-public nyo yung account ninyo.
Oo, correct.
Alright. So, Coach V,
Alright.
we are wrapping. Alright. Alright.
All right.
No, but that actually wraps up this segment of Love Hacks. But at the same time, this also is the last time we're going to see Coach V this week, right? And because we didn't get to really say bye last time for Coach V, and then she was upset. She was upset that we didn't
Hindi
ask
natin siya
our
natanong.
signature question.
Yes.
Grabe ka naman. Hindi naman ako upset. Na-excite lang ako kasi
She was
akala
so-
ko tatanungin ako ni Pao.
She was
Tapos
so
sabi ni
upset.
Pao, so, Ann.
What
I was
makes-
like, okay. Hindi pala para sa akin.
Okay, so Coach V,
Ayun.
this show is called Beautiful Day. What makes your day beautiful?
Finally, after almost 1 year. Okay, what makes my day beautiful? It's seeing somebody who's kilig. Kapag nakakakita ako ng taong in love, sabihin ko, isip-isip ko, that's what life is about. Being in love.
Yeah.
So that's my answer. Thank you, beautiful day. Thank you,
Thank
Pao and
you.
Ann.
Thank you
Love
so
guys.
much, Coach V. Really
For
appreciate
everything,
that.
for all the advice, all these months, right?
Yeah.
Months
Yeah.
and months and months. And of
ladies,
course,
go ahead.
yes, to all my followers, to all who has been sending their questions and love problems, thank you for the trust, my love, because you have the option to do Chat GPT, but instead you come to Coach V. So we really appreciate that, and Love Hacks appreciate that a lot.
And of course, you have that text line where people can still send you
Yes,
messages, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Whether you're single, you're taken, or you're already married, relationship dilemmas happen every day. So if you have that, you have our text line. It's 0927975125, and always watch Bilyonaryo, my loves.
All right, there you go.
Thank you,
there
Coach
you have
V.
it. Coach V, maraming salamat. And again, the text line is still live. Of course, we're going to, if you ever want to reach out, she is all over social media. So go check that out as well.
So slide into her DMs.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Wag lang kayo mag-like ng mga posts niya. But like nyo pa rin. She needs that. All right.
Thank you, Pao and Ann.
We're gonna go look at how many beautiful days till Christmas, and we are winding down because we only have 15 beautiful days till
My
Christmas.
gosh, that is 2 weeks and a day.
Kamusta yung
Sandali.
wallet ninyo?
My wallet is
Okay.
gone.
Oh, yes. My credit card bill is rising. All right. And that's a wrap on our show this Wednesday, December the 10th. Thank you so much for joining us. Ako po si Paolo de Rosario. Okay, remember to keep it cool and take it easy.
And I'm Ann Asis-Carilo. Have a great day ahead. And always remember to choose joy and spread love and kindness wherever this day takes you. See you again tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. only here on
Beautiful Day!